The Knicks have found a hidden gem in undrafted rookie Dink Pate. His upside is tremendous. Also, MarJon Beauchamp, who has been struggling as of late, silenced all of his critics with an amazing game. We're going to break down all of these latest reports today. If you're enjoying the content, please hit that subscribe button and have notifications turned on so you don't miss any new content. And now, let's get started. The Knicks have found a hidden gem. While I would love to sit here and talk about the Knicks overcoming all the odds, coming back, and actually beating the Indiana Pacers, unfortunately, I can't do that. Even though the Knicks made it a great game and actually came back there in the fourth quarter, they could not seal the deal. And ultimately, they dropped this Summer League game to the Indiana Pacers. As you can see here, the Knicks lost this game to the Pacers in Summer League 91-88. The Knicks waited until the second half to really play defense and try to get back into the game. Even though they stole the lead late in this game, they could not close it. Some bad shooting decisions down the stretch led to the Knicks ultimately dropping this game against the Pacers. But Summer League is more than just about wins and losses. It's about seeing the development of the young players. And if you were watching today's game, that's exactly what you got. Even though we're not talking about a Knicks win, if you knew where to look during today's game, you saw those flashes. You saw those flashes of brilliance. You saw some great upside from some of these young players. One player specifically showed a lot of it. We're talking about Dink Pate. If you're a fan of Dink Pate, today was the game you were waiting for. He showcased unbelievable upside today. Here's what Dink Pate put up in today's loss against the Pacers. 11 points and 7 rebounds. That's near a double-double. Dink Pate is 6'8", but when he's out there, he moves like a guard. He passes the ball like a guard. And his defense is very, very good. And it only gets better each and every game that he plays. But let's continue here. He also put up 2 assists, 1 steal, and he was a +7 in 17 minutes and 34 seconds played. Pate's upside is tremendous. If you were watching this game, the players of this game was MarJon Beauchamp, Dink Pate, and Anton Watson, who had an incredible dunk. He jammed it on a Pacers player, and it was one of the highlights of this game. If you didn't watch, you must watch that highlight. It was insane. Some notable mentions here was Tyler Kolek and James Nnaji. But with Kolek, one thing I didn't like, especially late in the game, he really didn't have a great game, but he tried to take over the game even though he wasn't playing well. And then late in the game, he forces a couple of shots that he really shouldn't have. And because he did that, ultimately, it led to the Knicks losing this game. Better shot selection needs to be in his future. Besides Kolek, James Nnaji was somebody else to mention and worth looking at. Even though he didn't do a lot on the offensive side, his defense, his rebounds, his presence out there, it really does help and affect a lot of things. But getting back to Dink Pate, here's an observation I made while watching the game today. Dink Pate has been very impressive today. His defense and playmaking have looked great. Now, late in that fourth quarter, he is adding more scoring, and he's certainly competing for that two-way contract. And in my opinion, given the upside that we've seen from this kid already, he is definitely competing for one of those two-way contracts. And you never know. He just might get it. Now, it is fair to say he is a project. He's not ready for the NBA level. Not yet. And his scoring is probably the worst thing about his game. But that can get better. He can become a better scorer. already, though, as we speak. He can handle the ball very well. He can play make. He can break down the defense and create for others. We saw that in a play today between him and MarJon Beauchamp, and that was great to see. But something else you love, the rebounding. He had so many defensive rebounds because he was in the right place at the right time. You can't teach that. You can't train that. You have to have it already in you. And Dink Pate, he has that. His upside is tremendous. He needs a year in the G League. Give him a year in the G League and then give him another year in Summer League next season. Watch what happens. Watch his upside. Watch what he can do. I believe in this kid. He may have shown some flashes. He may still be a project. But from what I saw, he has the skill set and the ability to be a very good player in this league. All he needs to do is work on that offense. And I think we all are seeing it right now. This kid, he's ready. He's focused, and he's putting in the work to actually try to get better. But there's another player that we have to talk about because honestly, a lot of you guys and myself, we have been killing him recently, but with good reason. MarJon Beauchamp, as of late, has been struggling. And he's struggling in Summer League. Out of all of the players on the Knicks roster in Summer League, you wouldn't expect MarJon Beauchamp to be one of the players struggling on this team. But unfortunately, if you're looking at the first few games of Summer League, that's exactly what happened. But then, fast forward to today's game, it's so weird and ironic how a few days removed from one game where MarJon Beauchamp could not make a shot in the first half. And now, fast forward to today, he looks like a completely different player, hitting almost all of his shots. And in that first half against Indiana, he couldn't miss. What a way to silence your critics after struggling. Today against the Pacers, even though the Knicks lost, MarJon Beauchamp had a very strong game. 28 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3. MarJon was on one today, and we all saw it. Hitting threes, hitting mid-rangers, going inside for contact, getting the and one, and going to the line. He was doing everything. He was everywhere. And even though his defense could be a little bit better, he was the best version of himself, at least during these Summer League games, on defense that we've ever seen before. And you gotta love that because he can play. He's a very good player, but in these Summer League games, you really haven't seen that. He hasn't really been showcasing his skill set. And even today, even with the scoring, he's still not showcasing his skill set. He should be getting way more rebounds. He should be playmaking a little bit more. He actually has that in his bag, but he's not doing that. And I think we all know why. He's playing for a contract, whether that be with the Knicks or another team. Now, he might get a two-way contract with the Knicks, but is that enough for him right now? Is that all that he wants? Now, I know the Knicks have a two-way contract available, and MarJon might be able to get that if he wants it, earns it, and deserves it. But does he really want that at this stage of his career? Maybe he wants a standard NBA contract and a legit shot to make a rotation spot, to be able to play at the NBA level consistently. If that's the case, then the Knicks may not be a long-term home for him. He might have to go elsewhere. But if he's okay with a two-way roster spot and potentially only being utilized in situational aspects, then maybe he goes to the Knicks and gets that two-way contract. But as of right now, his scoring and showcasing that ability, he's doing that so every team in the league understands. If they take a chance on him, he's going to give you everything that he has. And he can do multiple things. One of those things is score the basketball. But for me, I'd like to see him expand his game a little bit more and do more with this Knicks team in the summer because he has the skill set to do it. But going back to Dink Pate for a second, Because honestly, out of all the players I saw today, even with MarJon Beauchamp and that type of performance that he had today, my eyes still go back to Dink Pate because I'm looking at his development and his upside and how good he's going to be in the future. He already has the skill set to be great. Give him the right development, he could be a star in this league. He could shine. The Knicks got him, and they have him as an undrafted rookie. Can you believe this? This just goes back to Leon Rose and this Knicks front office finding talent where nobody else is going to find talent. Let me remind you guys again, with the Brooklyn Nets the other game, having so many first-round picks, everybody left that game talking about a Knicks second-round pick in Mohamed Diawara. In today's game, one of the highlights is an undrafted rookie in Dink Pate. Leon continues to cook because he continues to find talented players in a way to add to this team without adding cost. This is the way you move if you want to be a championship level team. And Leon, he's been moving this way since taking over the Knicks as the president of basketball operations. And honestly, I don't see that stopping anytime soon. I love when the Knicks are able to uncover talent in a place nobody else was able to do that. And Leon Rose proves it can happen if you know where to look. Dink Pate is exactly the place you look if you want to see talent, upside, and potentially the Knicks wing of the future. But what about you guys? What do you think about the Knicks and their game against the Pacers today? And what about the development and the upside you saw from undrafted rookie Dink Pate? Let me know how you feel about that in the comment section below, guys, because honestly, I would love to hear from you. But that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and smash that like button, leave a comment below. And of course, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, Knick fans, take care of yourself, your families, and each other. Peace and love.